This is the Starcraft BSG Cup. We are on the finals, game 4. We are down to like tournament point if you play tennis. That will kind of make sense. I don't play tennis, I just thought I'd make that up. Pretty cool. Map is Metalopolis. We have Captainjack spawning as the green Terran in the 2 o'clock position. And in the 8 o'clock position we have Flaminflier in the purple Protoss. Wow, I just completely botched that up. Thanks for bearing with my failing today, guys. So Metalopolis is the map. Flaminflier saying I love your gameplay. Either whether he means that sarcastically or not, I'm going to ask him about that. But yeah, either insults or compliments to each other. They're both great players, to be honest with you. Like, I wouldn't be surprised to see these guys in Platinum or Diamond. Obviously, they are playing games. I did check them earlier. They are laddering. They're not just sitting in gold so they can win free tournaments, but obviously not ranking up. They have a lot of games played, and if you play 500 games, it's really hard to rank up because the more games you played, the more certain the computer is or the matchmaking system is that you're in the right division. So, you know, you have to play a lot to really rank up. And they're trying to play both of them, I can see. And hopefully they will get pushed up to Platinum and Diamond because every player wants to get up to that Diamond level. And it is awesome when you get there because there's tournaments with money in them, guys. Seriously. But yeah. So Metalopolis is an awesome map. I love it because it's the most balanced map of every map in the pool. There are IC Cup maps. If you guys ever want to look for a map, type in IC Cup, one word, and there'll be a bunch of maps there. That's in the custom game menu. And those maps are awesome. Play those. They are really balanced. They're better than the tournament ones, really. Ladder ones, sorry. Play them, but I think they're better. This is still Metalopolis. This is a great game. Great map. It's good for macroing, especially if you get these positions, which is cross map, which is something that Captainjack really doesn't like to do. He likes the early game pushes. He likes 3 racks, 2 racks pushes. He likes his all in, which I have to keep an eye on. He isn't all in because he has got an early refinery. So thank goodness for that. I mean, I love the strat, but you don't want to knock someone out of a tournament with it. Oh, I guess you kind of do, but not for finals. But yeah, game 4. So Captainjack 2-1 up. So if he wins this, he's got the tournament. He won it last week, and I think he won it 3-1 as well against Flaminflier. So this could be a complete same series as last week. In which case, I could just like rename the files on YouTube and just be like, yeah, it's just happened this week, guys. Yeah, what are you talking about? I'm not going to do that. Don't worry. Still, Tech Lab going down here. I have to keep an eye on see what kind of push he's going to do because let's face it, he's probably going to push. He could completely throw me off and go expand because that would be awesome. Fast expand by Flaminflier. Is this a forge fast expand? He is a forge fast expand. Wow, I love this. He has so many builds he loves to do, and forge fast expand is completely terrible on this map because there are so many ways into your natural. It's really hard to cannon it off. That's what it is. It's basically just walling off your natural. Cannon here, probably a gateway here or something, or here, maybe a gateway side core, maybe another gateway here, another cannon down here or something like that. But yeah, it's basically just cannoning off and getting that expansion. You might think cannon defense, who does that? But if he doesn't scout this him being Captainjack, it will give Flaminflier such a huge economic advantage early on. But keep in mind though, this whole area here, he can walk in with Marauders and just sit here and kill everything here. And yeah, good overlay with the pylons as well. I like another one here. But hey, building up here. Oh, I reckon the gateway needs to be at the front. You need to contribute to this wall. You need to make this wall cover everything so that he cannot just walk into your natural. But hey, see what kind of time push is going to do. Stim's coming out. 3 racks. This is the same build he did last game. Perhaps just doing it for safety in case he's getting 4-gated again. He did lose game 1 to 4-gate because he went for faster medivacs, possibly to drop, possibly just because he wanted a medivac timing push. Have to wait and see. Just Marauders so far. Getting a few Marines now though. Okay, so 3 racks, Marauders from this and 2 Marines from this one. Just have to keep an eye on him, see what kind of build is going. One thing about this build though from Flaminflier is you go forge first, it delays all of your tech. So that is your cybernetics core would usually be done now if you went gateway first. So there's a building behind technically. Just starting, obviously, cybernetics core now. This wall here needs to be bigger. He needs to be extending that. 3 cannons though. He needs, honestly though, like 3 cannons might seem good to hold off, but they've only got 300 health each. A bunch of Marauders stimmed will do damage to that. 2 Marines coming out now. In fact, speaking of Marauders, here come 4 and a Marine. This could be devastating if he does realise he can go around these cannons here, because that could do a lot of damage. He's coming forward here. When's he going to see us? I want to see his vision. Just see his cannons now. And he looks like he will be going around the side. This is exactly what I talked about, with you need to wall this whole thing off. He is going to... Honestly, he's got nothing back here. He'll lose this entire expansion. Walk straight in. Look at this. Ouch. Yeah, that's got to suck. That has just got to suck. Nexus could die, he's got nothing to kill it with. This works better on other maps. He's a good build, like, don't get me wrong. You need to build all these buildings out the front to get a complete wall off and more cannons to defend that. This Nexus will die and then he loses his entire advantage. He could probably push forward, get more units and really force a win early on. He did not build back enough money out of this Nexus to make it work. So Captainjack in a disgusting lead right now, really. He's so far behind his deck. Getting a Robo out, realising there's going to be a lot of push coming in, so he needs Immortals to counter it. Only 3 cannons though, I reckon that was his weakness. 3 cannons would stop pushes from there, but look at that, just way too wide open. Going to kill this simulator. I mean, why risk losing units? Is he going to keep pumping out units? Yeah, of course he's going to pump units. Is he? Wow, he's expanding. So he's learning. He's building like he's got his advantage. He's destroyed his opponent's plus expand. Going to kill this pylon. Does not stop the cannons though. He's got 2 pylons. In fact, these guys are just starting to get stimmed out now. They're too high. They're like, oh, I don't have health. Don't want to stim again. Obviously, if they lose too much, they always get one shot by a single stalker, which is sitting right here waiting for them. But yeah, that's a lot of cannons. He's really worried about losing early on here to early pressure. He's supply blocked as well right now, losing that pylon down the bottom. But honestly, enough Marauders can just seriously clean up this entire section here. That's the forge right there. Lose that, yeah. I think Flaminflier is a bit far behind right now. This expansion as well is great reaction. So you've killed your opponent's expansion. You've realised he's going sort of a tanky, turtling build, sitting back with cannons and using that to defend instead of going sort of heavy units. Take your expansion. That way you'll be ahead of him because you've killed his expansion, and you'll do well. But you can still pump units to get your expansion. All it takes is cutting a few SCVs and cutting a few gateway units. Getting his factory as well now, looking to get those medivacs up quickly. You'll see a support here and a racket here. Beautiful. Trying to build back his Nexus. But yeah, honestly guys, if you want to try this build out, just because he's lost that so horribly doesn't mean it's a bad build. Honestly, it's a great build. What we're going to do though is you've got to wall off completely. You've got to get build your gateway and your cybernetics core and everything down here, everything, and use it to wall off completely. It works better against Zerg, to be honest with you, but it's still a good build. Immortals are out, so okay, now he's starting to take up a bit. It's good. It's probably wow. He's not. How did he see that past me? Colossus are out, guys. Colossus, they are awesome, but I do think he needs more gateway units to go with it. Like if you send in what 70 units. Doesn't matter if you've got a Colossus there, you're going to get snapped. Have a look over here though, he has expanded, he's getting his income, checking the income tab real quickly now. Flaminflier does have the income advantage, but is not mining from this at all. So he might seem like he's ahead as far as 40 to 32 harvesters go, but his income is in fact less than his opponent, 1200 to 800. In fact, just as I say, it goes up to 1500 because he dropped 2 mules. Go figure. Mules double your income. Probe coming in, having a look. He's going to get killed. Yes, it does. Probe just seeing what he's doing. He has seen it fast. Let's have a look what he's done. He has seen 2 racks and the command center. And obviously, from the other end, he just scanned. What did he scan? He saw the Robo, he saw the Colossus. Okay, now, when you're Terran, and you see Colossus are out, immediately double-click Viking. Just get Vikings, seriously. Like, yeah, you might think, oh, I'll just target them down, but no, you really do need Vikings to counter them. They are such a long range, they do so much damage, especially against massive. You get plus massive damage. Problem with this build, though, is there is not that many units there. You need a lot of units. There is, first of all, there's no sentries. Sentries, you need sentries. Can't stress that enough. But yeah, so sentries in this army mix would be a lot better. Instead, he's just going pure army. 2 Colossus though, that could do a lot of damage. I do think he's behind though. When you're behind though, teching is a good way to get ahead. Taking another base is a good way to get ahead. Just checking the resources quickly, just to see what the unit counts are at. And Captainjack's at 110, out of 110, so he's actually supply capped. He's at 110 supply against 83 from Flaminflier. So he is about 20 supply ahead of his opponent right now, Captainjack. There is a tech disadvantage. Speaking of supply capping himself, there's nothing building from these right now. Very strange. And he's just unsupply capped himself just then. Thermal Lance is now completed. Colossus can now shoot basically across the entire map because they have such freaking awesome range. And are we going to see a push here? We are going to see a push. I think this is the incorrect move to do right now. I think expanding was a lot safer. 2 Colossus, you lose those 2 Colossus, you practically lost the game. And there is a lot of stuff here. Look at that. Massive. Nope, pull him back. Smart player. Does he have an observer in his base actually? That's quite an interesting thing to check. Let's have a quick look. And no observer. So he has skipped the observer to get units out. I think that could be a small error. Colossus does pop out as well, so he has 3. So he's just pumping out Colossus. 2 base Colossus with 2 things is good. Ooh, Immortal instead. Don't like that, but hey. Starting to get his double gas down here. Now, these Captainjack though, if there's a lot of Colossus out and he doesn't get Vikings, he's going to have trouble with this because Colossus basically melt those Marines down. But here comes a push. But look at the size of these armies. There's so much different. Ooh, look at that perfect scan. Hides the Colossus, but he knows he's already got them. Oh, this could be dangerous. Just waiting for the scan to end. Look at that. See that just then? He hit his Colossus until the scan ended. By the way, taking his 3rd. Beautiful. Still, this push here could be bad for... Honestly, I think Flaminflier is not going to win this push. Even with 3 Colossus, look how many Marauders are there. What, 8, 16... No, 18 Marauders stemmed up. That's going to completely tear through everything. There we go. Some Vikings are starting to pop out now. So 4 Colossus now, and he's going to counter-attack. This is dangerous. Honestly, this could be a base race. Flaminflier walking in now. Now Flaminflier's going to have the advantage. He's going to see these opponents wide open. He's going to know his opponent's moved out. Now what do you do with this? Do you move back? Yes, he moves back. Okay, now the problem here is this attack angle is going to be great for Captainjack because he's going to just hit these Colossus side on and he's just going to attack these Colossus. Here comes the army now. Kill the command center. Can he react to this fast enough? Stims, targets the Colossus down and the units are starting to take damage. Look at that, they're targeting the Colossus so much. Oh wow, they just completely melted through that entire army. Wow, that is nuts. That is just disgusting. Pins the Colossus in the corner. And this counter push now is going to do so much damage. There are some 3 Zealots in there still hitting. Oh, wait, they're poking at me? I'm going to kill him. There we go. He's on his 3 base now, but not 2 Colossus are out. In fact, if he holds this, he could win the game. Ooh, this is dangerous though. This is 5 Vikings. Is there only 5 up? Could have sworn he had a reactor on that thing. Maybe he only got 5. 5 Vikings do very well against Colossus. Check that damage for a second there. 14 damage against armored. These are obviously armored, mechanical, and massive. But we shall see what happens here now. This is going to be a stim push. Honestly, these Colossus are going to have their work cut out for them. This is going to be completely reliant on the Colossus to do damage. Stims, Colossus is going to have to come forward. Starting to deal damage now. Although these Vikings here completely annihilating these Colossus quite well. Look at these Colossus just drop to these Vikings now. He's trying to micro them away, but I think Captainjack will take this game now quite convincingly. Wow, just completely perfect builds, to be honest with you. Sees Colossus, gets Vikings, he's going to kill off these Colossus now. He's trying to micro Flaminflier, I've got to give it to him, he's doing quite well. Look how much this army's left, not much. But really, he's still behind. By the way, this is going on, Captainjack is expanding twice, back down to his natural and down to the 7 o'clock position now, and that should be GG for Flaminflier. He does have that 3rd base, but honestly he's going to lose all his unit production facilities up in his main once this expansion is dealt with. Well played. I mean, Captainjack played a very good game there. A macro game that went into the late game. Who would have thought? But Colossus just out a bit early. Not enough units to back him up. See, basically when he stimmed and attacked, he went completely through those units. That's why he gets sentries to stop him from doing that. So Colossus can shoot nice concaves. And well played. Captainjack takes this series again for the 2nd week in a row. 3-1. Well played. So just waiting for Flaminflier to finish his final chat and to quit out of this game. It is basically over from here. We'll play for Flaminflier as well. I mean, Flaminflier saying he'll never find his secret base. It's right here. It's just, yep, right there. Of course. Unless I'm missing it. No, scans, he's scanning for it. Wow, did he scan it up here yet? Just keep an eye on this. Units. See how Colossus pop out as well, but completely decimated. He can actually see it in the end. Well played. So, well played to Captainjack, taking out the series. We'll play a Flaminflier as well. Making it to the finals is not easy in a tournament. And once again goes down. So I hope you guys all enjoyed the tournament. I know it was fun for me. Come next week and participate. It is a freaking awesome tournament. So thanks for listening today. And I'll try and get those replays up as soon as possible. Thank you.